Okay, this is spontaneous, but this is the devil's playground. I'm seeing, starting with the UN, who's come and found every weakness in society and magnified it. Starting with women, and this is from my research, it's always about women, women, women. Yes, they're weak in society in some areas, but I don't think it's as weak as they ever say. And I know it's not. And I've never been to another country or anything other than continental America and, oh, of course, Hawaii. Um, but, I think my intuition from what I've been reading about in the UN and everything is that they have magnified and magnified and magnified these, wrongdoings by the government, by, gangs or whatever like that for their benefit so they can get their US aid in place and USAID and all these other humanitarian efforts, which end up being funneled to who knows where. I mean, I don't want to be too conspiratorial, but drugs and stuff like that. Whether that's part of the picture or not, or if it's just weakening society so that we fall into the one world, government type of thing. Weaken the banks, weaken the people, weaken everything, weaken businesses, capitalism, everything, so that it just all falls into this little funnel, into this bottle of one world government. You put people to their mercy, but then at the same time you're lying to them, just like the devil does. I say devil's playground, and I mean it, because it's like people are playing, playing, and playing. They think they're so happy and so right on and kumbaya, and I just think it's gotten to that point um, where people are thinking that, and and they're like, well, what could be wrong? What could be wrong? And then what really bothers me is the other day I was talking to Bo Snerdley, just because I was asking, well, why doesn't EIB ever talk about, or Rush Limbaugh talk about the UN? I mean, never mind, all the Alex Jones stuff, but actual stuff from their website. I mean, when you do searches and stuff. But so I'm asking that, and I'm going, and he's just like freaking out. He says, that's just cuckoo stuff. That's just tin foil hat stuff. And I'm just, we just can't do that. We're not conspiratorial. And I go, well, if you're just getting it right from your website, I don't get it. Anyway, I just says, okay, and he's like all sweet on me again. He goes, well, sorry, sweetie, and, all that stuff. And that's fine. But, and I can understand their anger, and resistance. But the problem that I have is that we are being gaslighted by the media and by the UN, who's promoting this whole, oh, that's just cuckoo nonsense stuff. Even when you just absolutely repeat what they've written. I mean, I've gotten responses from the UN too that say, no, you don't know what we're all about. And I write back and I go, yes, I do. I read your website and I read it word for word, and I do searches beyond the glossiness, your glossy, front page articles and stuff. But beyond that, I'm just like, what the heck? You guys are, you think you tear down all these missionaries and make them seem like the bad guys and stuff, and the missionaries from the olden days and that established all these colonies and stuff, and I think we're really mild and compared to what the UN does, and they basically are the automatic door for big corporations. And I've just bought one of their books from 1967 that was written for them, and it's basically the blueprint of how you're going to get the government or corporations and or governments to make way for the corporations. And anyway, and so it's like here on one side of their mouth they're saying, oh well, those evil, colonialists and stuff, and then the other side of their mouth they're going, well, we need to pave the way for Myanmar to open the doors for business and stuff, and corporations that dig up mines and stuff for their, what was it? There's a rare earth, and it's like, the door is open, and I just think, isn't this not the devil's playground to shun something that's nothing compared to what they're doing? And you know and you just even get, like, people, the liberals, how they go after Christians and say we're intolerant, yet then when this whole World Trade Center, the what was it, the mosque happens, then they're all clamoring around and saying yay for, which I have no problem with it, if it's any mosque being anywhere. I think God is sovereign and we don't need to worry about that. Um but I think, for the World Trade Center to have any kind of worship place around it, I don't know. But anyway, it was just it's just a great example of how liberals will tear apart something like Christianity, which has such a mild, it's nothing written in the law, only, morals. I mean, human morals, which most people, want to follow, wear clothes and whatever. But then you have them freaking out about, because we're doing this or that, or we're against gay marriage and stuff. And yet, who's more against gay marriage than Muslim faith? Or I think most faiths are actually anti-gay, and marriage, and even just gay. I mean, it's just nobody embraces it, so that's what blows me away. So, basically what I'm saying is, the gist of this is, we we have this whole force of liberalism that is so upside down, topsy turvy. Let the bad guys in, give them a break, don't send them back. The legal aliens, even though they've broken the law. You know, Yet these law-abiding people don't get a break, and businesses and corporations, they're the bad guys. The people that are, homeless, are the ones that have the advantages and stuff, and get their freebies. And and I have so much more about that, this whole government intervention thing, but and that'll be on another segment. But this is just a trial thing to see if I can carry on and rant on a long conversation. So test done. See ya.